Pat here from Dead Things. I haven't posted in a while because I've been trying to get further along on a project that I've been working on, which is a 3-axis neck mechanism for a witch that I am in the process of building. This is prototype 2. I started with the first style using actually Dave Core's from Halloween to Go, his design, and it worked well. The problem that I was having with it was with the nod. Instead of a nice clean and back and forth, it would kind of get to a point and then drop, and then get to a point and then drop back. So that was problematic. So this design is based on the more traditional skull mechanisms that you see out there. And if anybody wants to copy that, just go on YouTube and look up skull mechanisms. Graveyard Skulls, while Graveyard Skulls offers a very fine mechanism, I'm sure it is, I've never purchased one, I wanted to build it. It's just kind of what I do. I'd rather kind of get in there and see if I can build something rather than purchase it. That being said, this was over the course of basically almost 3 weekends putting this thing together. So let me show you kind of where I'm at right now. So there she is. And guess I gotta put power to it first. Okay, so there's some potential problems that I'm seeing with this design right off the bat. And just let me show you kind of where I am with her. That's better or worse for you, but so that's it right now as it stands. This is the top of a wig head form that's just been cut off. Okay. Also gonna have to cut it out a little bit to make sure the servos and everything would be in there. So these are the potential issues that I see with this unit right off the bat. And I'm going to see if I can get in here and really kind of show what's going on. Okay, so here's the face plate. Basically very similar to the other, some of the other face plates that you've seen out there, or the head plate as it were. I have my nod servo, my tilt servo, and my pan servo. Up here, this is for the jaw. There's the tongue, I guess, as it were, but what's going to be moving the jaw. And I'm working on a voice controller, audio servo driver. We'll see how far I get along on that. I may just end up purchasing one, depending on how well that whole issue goes. I'm having a hard time sourcing parts in this city, for crying out loud. So just to show you kind of what's going on here with the guts underneath, this is a universal joint here, bracket that I fabricated from just angle iron with gosh, I don't even know what it's called, but it's an angle iron that has a whole bunch of holes drilled all through it. And so basically I just widened some parts and cut off other parts, and away we were. Now let's see if this helps here. You can see what's going on down here. Basically, the pan drives this mech here. This was made out of a fender washer, which I just cut down and rounded off and then drilled a hole through and attached to this arm. This is locked, so when this pushes, it actually turns the head. So it is locked between two nuts and two lock washers. Potentially, this is where I see my problems being is in this little mechanism here. From what I can tell, most of the systems based on this actually drill a hole into here and tap it, or have something already machined that way. And then these two guys, this arm here and this arm here, attached to it. That allows it to nod this way and then tilt this way. Okay, by pushing on this arm, it either pushes this forward or pulls it back, and the same here. Now what I've got it to is to this, which is basically a piece of corner stock that, again, I drilled some holes into, cut off, rounded off. But the problem with this is that it actually moves, and that I think is going to be problematic. So I'm not quite sure if this is the final design. This could be just Mach 1 of this. But already it's a marked improvement over the other one, because it actually has some strength to it, which the other design that I built didn't. It's easily powered, even though it's quite weighty. This whole unit weighs all of this here without these servos, but with this servo and this faceplate here, this weighs 16 ounces, 1 pound. And the problem is that a lot of the weight is at the front because of all of this, and yet it seems to be able to handle this quite easily. These are also metal geared servos here, in this one and in this one. This is a nylon gear here, and I may actually switch it out to a metal gear as well, because they are so darn cheap out there on eBay. The whole thing's being driven by that little unit, which is a Palalu Micro Maestro. So let's just see what we have for there's the Palalu on there. I was just checking to see if Chris has got the new Hogcast up, but he doesn't, so it'll probably be next week. So play sequence, and there's the sequence. You see what's happening there is that it's getting beyond its control point, and if this thing gets out, then it knocks it down. So I'm really not quite sure how I'm going to overcome this yet. I may see if there's if I can find a small enough tap for that. If I can, then I may just tap into the top of this ready rod here and go for them there. Not, I don't know. We'll figure something out though. So there it is. That's neck mechanism Mark II. And we'll see where if we go to Mark III here. So anyways, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you later.